Hello chess family, it's me National Master Jesse James, and today we're going to be going over the Accelerated Dragon versus the Maroczy Bind. Now this is very much anticipated and really requested for those that like to play the Accelerated Dragon. Yes, this definitely is one of the most difficult ways to play against the Maroczy Bind. With that being said, we do have some tips and tricks to get around this very strong opening. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at the idea of playing pawn to b5 and, well, trying to open up the queenside in general. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here we go. We start with e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes, knight takes. And here we go, g6, our beloved Accelerated Dragon has started. And here white plays pawn to c4, the Maroczy Bind. Why is this so hard to play against? Because in every Sicilian that you play against, well, whenever you're playing the black side, that is, one of the main breakthroughs is going to be d5, or the second one's going to be playing pawn to b5. With this pawn to c4, you're actually stopping both of these from opening up. I mean, yes, you could try to play this, but you're going to have to gambit a pawn. And this is why this c4 is so good. A lot of times, white would just hold the position, and black has nothing constructed to do, and white will slowly just push him off the board. We definitely don't want that. So, let's continue. Knight f6 comes out to attack the pawn. Knight c3 defends the pawn. And here we go, we play pawn to d6. And this move is done so we can bring up the bishop as soon as possible. And this is very important for the move order that we are using. Alright, here we go. Bishop b2, the classical variation. This is going to stop the knight g4 ideas from coming in, or maybe even bishop to g4 from happening too. For instance, if they do play bishop to e3, now you get the tempo of knight to g4. This is why bishop to e2 gets played. Okay, bishop moves over to g5, and now black to move queen to b6, and black is doing very well here. In fact, just in a better position here. Why? Well, we did develop with the threat to attack the d4 knight. We're also attacking on b2, and we're attacking on f2 for checkmate if they even try to move this away. There really is no good response at this point. Black is already better. So, going back to the game, white plays bishop e2 to stop this knight g4 idea. And here we go, a very important move to get played here. Knight takes on d4. Why is this so important? Two different reasons. All right, first one being, once the queen takes back, we're going to go ahead and play bishop g7. You see now we're going to get a free tempo by attacking the queen later on. So the queen will be moving away. The other one is, remember the rule, when you have less space, you need to make trades because, well, it's going to help out your pieces. What does that mean? Well, you can see here that black is only on the 6th rank, right? And so he controls less space rather than white, who's on the 4th rank trying to control the 5th. He's already encroaching or trying to control the next rank over here, so white has more space. By making trades, it's going to help your pieces get to better squares. If this knight's still on the board, well, it's going to get in the way of your bishop from getting to good squares. So here, trading off is good for two reasons. Again, we're going to be getting a free tempo because the queen's going to have to move. And when you have less space, try to make trades. All right, here we go. We go ahead and continue. White went ahead and castled. Black went ahead and castled. Bishop to g5 gets played. And here, bishop to e6. Now here, I like to actually play pawn to h6 here to see if they're actually going to take. Taking here is definitely bad for them because, well, then the dark square bishop's just going to be all by himself and he doesn't have this other bishop to try and get away from. And the reason why I like this move is because a lot of people here will make the mistake of playing something like bishop to e3. Why is this such a bad move? Well, now we get to play knight to g4 for the double attack. Here we're going to be winning the dark square bishop. And once you're able to have your dark square bishop by itself, you don't have to worry about the trading. Black is already strategically better, and computer's already giving this as better. So after queen to d2, we'll go ahead and take here on e3, queen takes, and black is already doing a very good job in this game. All right, back to the game. Here, black went ahead and played bishop e6. Not a bad idea. Black actually does have a threat with this move. That's why white goes ahead and plays queen to d2. What's the threat? Let's just say white's not paying attention and play something like rook after d1. It is now black to move to create a very, very big weakness here for white. Feel free to push pause if you want to and see if you can figure it out. All right, what do you play here? A very nice strategic idea. You play knight to d5. Look at that beautiful idea. We're opening up the bishop and putting pressure on c3. We get a free tempo by attacking here, but the real idea is to attack the knight. Okay, we'll just move the queen away. Now we play knight takes on c3, pawn takes on c3, and now you see these ugly double pawns over here. The rook will move over. In fact, you know what? A really good move over here would probably be something like queen to a5 and looking for rook f to c8. Just be careful because the bishop can still take on here on e7. But theoretically, this is what we would try to do. So back to the game. White saw this idea, did not want to fall for this strategic trap, and played queen to d2. Queen to a5 got played, developing and putting pressure on the knight. Again, black is going queenside in these games. This is a Sicilian, so black is trying to get the f rook over to c8. All right, white went ahead and played rook f to d1. Not very necessary here, but it is still idea here. The rook is controlling a half open file. Typically, for white, they play the rook f to d1, and then the a rook will go to c1. Back to the game. Rook f to c8 got played. Again, this is exactly what we're looking for. Now c4 is being attacked, and here white goes ahead and plays pawn to b3, a very, very typical move here. And here you can already sense that there's tactics about this attack on the knight already. All right, here we go. Pawn to a6, a very nice move. What's the idea? Here, like I said, we're trying to go queenside, so here pawn to b5 is a threat here. And here, well, white by all means can look about playing this move of pawn to a4, but there is another game that I'm going to be going over, taking a look at this exact idea. So a4 can get played, but black got the better of the game after knight to d7 with the idea of knight to c5, b3 attack. Again, I'll go over that game later on. Back to the game. In this game, white went ahead and played rook ac1, which makes sense, and now black got the theoretical breakthrough. He went ahead and played pawn to b5 here. And here you're thinking, hey, isn't this just controlled too many times? Here we have a very nice tactic, the knight taking on e4 here, and also taking on c3. Okay, white was just like, can't we just take? They went ahead and took. Pawn takes back, and only now did white realize, oh, I can't take on b5 right away. In the game, they went ahead and played bishop takes on b5, and black was just much better. But what happens if knight takes on b5? Simple chess. We'll play rook takes on c1. Here you can see the double attack on the queen and the rook. You cannot trade right away, as rook takes d1 is just going to be winning. After bishop takes back, rook takes, and hey, where did my piece go? So here they're going to go ahead and play probably something like rook takes on c1 or queen takes on c1. It's about the same thing. We'll just go ahead and say queen takes on c1 got played. And now queen can take on a2 here, and also knight takes on e4 is strong here. Either way, things have just gone wrong. You know what? We're going to go ahead and take on a2 here, as this is going to put pressure on the bishop and also put pressure on the b3 pawn. Black is already up 2 extra pawns in this position. So going back to the game, here we'll go ahead and say bishop takes on b5. And now, well, there's a few winning moves here. You can go ahead and give me just one. Hopefully you see it. Now you get to play rook takes on c3. Queen takes on c3, and queen takes b5, and now we're just up an extra piece, or the exchange, excuse me, and really good pressure still here on the queen side. There's nice discoveries with knight taking on e4, opening up the bishop, and the rook is still trying to take on a2 here. The game finished pretty fast over here. Bishop takes on f6, black's happy, bishop takes on f6. Now we have that bishop pair, plus we have our bishop that has no other dark square bishop to attack it. Queen went to c2, queen to a5, a nice little move here to put pressure on the a2 pawn. Pawn to a4, queen to b4, rook to d3, and at this point, well, black is just winning, and white can go ahead and resign here, as it's getting very, very hard to even just defend this position. At this point, it is a negative 6.4, meaning you're up a rook and an extra pawn and a half. So, yep, I mean, we can keep going over this, but there really is no need to do that. All right, guys, hope you did enjoy this. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.